Hey, good morning. Welcome to my channel. I'm really dark because I know it's been a while. I take my break. Um, welcome to my channel. I'm really darkness again. Yours truly, the number one grinder, one of the best case secrets on YouTube, the best of the business. Respect my existence. Peace to you and your families. We having the Underrated Men's Breakfast Fellowship live. And did you know which is all about encouragement, all about being there, right? And we're gonna have a conversation about us only. I will send the link out in a few minutes. Um, Stay tuned after this intro. Welcome to my channel, Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the number one grinder. This is underrated. Again, this is underrated men's breakfast fellowship live. Only men come to the panel. I will send the link out in a few. Bruce, if you want to come up, you're more than welcome to come up. I will put the link out in a few minutes. In a few. So watch out for that. Hope everybody's doing all right. We'll wait for some more people to come in. What's going on, Polo Sports? What's good? Thanks for coming. Like I said, this is the underrated men's. Hold on. Hold on. Like I said, this is the underrated men's. Good. So this is the underrated men's breakfast fellowship live. Oh, man. Come on here. I'm just ask for respect for me, my channel, even the ones we deal with each other. So I'm asking to have respect. Give me to have respect. Respect what I'm doing, and respect each other. That's it. If you can't do that, I have a right. I have a right. I have a right to bump you out. So what we gonna do? So salute to y'all and everything. I hope everybody's doing all right. We're gonna wait for some more people come through. Well, what I'm gonna do? Hmm, I'm gonna put the link out. Like again, only men's only. So put the link out. Only men's only. Um, the ones that are new here at Pole Sports, I think you came one time. I'm not sure, but I do have underrated men's talk. I started that off first. I started that a few years ago, but I started this one last year. But I figured that there are men that want to talk in the morning. Now there are other men that they do talk about men stuff, but I want to bring I'm bringing a certain diverse talk for men in case that you want to get some off the chest, um, certain injustices or certain problems, encouragement, even sports. Talk about man stuff, and and that's what I sometimes it could be a topic, sometimes don't. Well, but what we gonna do? I just want the man, I want you to feel comfortable and everything. We read this. Come enjoy real conversation with the number one grinder, us as the righteous ones individually. Let's make a change within ourselves and genuinely be there for each other. And genuinely be there for each other. We all we got. Yep. Okay. I hear you. Well, you here now. You here now, and it's a blessing. Yeah, I do be grinding. You know me. I be grinding. But I'm glad you got it. Go ahead, catch me. I hope that you subscribe to me and hit the subscribe to me, hit the like button, and share this out. That's what. Please do that, brother Polo. Be very much appreciated. Again, excuse me. Again, only men coming on the panel. Only men. Now I repeat again. Only men. Only men come on the panel. That's it. Women, you want to observe, you go observe in the chat. can listen, but only men come on the panel. Only men. Let me send the link out. Send the link out. Give me a few seconds. Send the link out. Well, I'm back. There goes the link. There goes the link right there for men only. So well, I'm back. Oh boy. There goes the link. Okay. Get that off. So here it go. Here it is right there. That link take you straight to the pen. Well, like I said, I know in this space that sometimes, we talk about injustice, how women treat us as men, and it's true. It does happen. And but here and everything, no problem, Bruce. And we hear that all the time. But we will talk about sports. We don't talk about other stuff. We don't even talk about our health. That is very important. And we need to talk about stuff like that. We gotta talk about certain injustices as little boys, especially young black boys, is going through. Not enough men don't want to talk about it. But right here we are. If we say that us as men, we gotta be there together. We gotta be there for our young men. We gotta be there for our young men. Big Duke, what's going on? Salute to you, brother. Thanks for everything. Appreciate you. And that's what it's all about. And I know there's gonna be people who ain't gonna like what I say. And you know what? It's cool though. You don't have to like me, but you gotta respect me. But we gotta protect our little boys, man. We gotta protect our young men because they under attack. They're under attack from men and they're under attack from women. Shout out to Big Duke. His channel is Fourth Quarter Talk. Let me post you up. You want to get on, bro? The link is right there if you want. Um, he works with young people. He works with young men, and so we need to support channels like that that deals with fitness and nutrition. That's what I'm gonna be talking about in the near future. Because when I start back my sports show, believe that we're gonna talk about that more. And maybe we probably could we probably talk about today. Talk about today. So it's very important um to support channels like this, Bruce Goes, and Polo Sports. If you want to get on, the link is in the chat. Health is wealth, yes sir. Again, if you want to get on Polo, the link is in the chat. You can hit that. It says StreamYards. You can hit that and come on. I was talking and I had the thing mute. I'm sorry. I was talking and I had the thing mute. Man, excuse me, bro. Excuse me. Been a while. Yeah, I got it covered. Um, all right, let's see. Posters. All right. That's channel. Pop up any minute now. Pop any minute. That's channel. Check out. That's 4/4 talk. That's on. No, I'm just saying. You need to be fair. Okay. I don't mind. We don't. I don't mind to hold a man accountable. I don't have a problem with that. We should, but there are certain injustices really happening. We got to talk about it. And I find out, DJ, hey, I ain't see you in a while, brother. How you feel? Welcome, fam. I ain't see you in a long time. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. How you feel, brother? Peace to you and your family. Yeah, wow. Thank you so much. I ain't see you in a minute. That's day one right there, family. That's day one right there. But get back what I'm saying, that we gotta have these discussions, but sometimes we gotta take the emotion, out. And because some of us as men, we like drama, y'all. We do. We like drama. It's like we knock each other down. If we make more money or we got more status than the next person, and stuff like that. There you go. The one and only 4/4 talk. Better known as Big Dude. Peace to you, brother.
What's up, man?
I'm good. How you feel?
Yeah. What's up, Rated? Can you hear me?
Yeah. I had mute. Yeah, I hear you. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, I hear you now. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Now, man, you hitting on some good stuff, man. I just want to sit there and chime in before my client come in.
Go ahead.
And just say that, man, it's mentally draining for me, man, to see a lot of people, they only want to make a change when the lab coats tell them that they need to make a change. It's like when they go to the doctor's office and stuff like that, and then they tell them they need to be more active, and then all of a sudden they want to be proactive and stuff like that. But for me, a lot of times people come to me based off the fact that the lab coats tell them, listen, you need to start getting moving, you need to start changing your nutritional habits, so forth and so on. So, but we got to be more proactive, guys, you know what I'm saying, especially the black men and women with our health.
Yeah. And go now. Tell people about your channel, please, before we continue. Got it.
Man, I would get down, man. Big Duke, all fire, no smoke, man. We hit on everything, but mostly we hit on health, fitness, mental health, and we're gonna start chopping it up about music, business, finance, and all that good stuff. But mostly, guys, we try to talk about health because we know in this sector, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of drama going on, but very seldom that we talk about health and fitness and all that good stuff. So me and my man Bruce Gold, Underrated, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people, we like to chime in and talk about health and fitness and well-being, especially in the black community.
And let me say this, that I'm happy to say that this is my brother right here. He keep in contact with me, but also he's my fitness and my nutrition advisor. I said it. That's all right. But he is. I go to him. Listen, if I do something wrong, he let me know. Already, you gotta cut that out and everything. And he usually be on my mukbang panel, my mukbang lives and stuff. But in the near future, I will start a sports show and do Big Duke, Tweet Talk. We're gonna have some goodies. We're gonna have some goodies for y'all. It's gonna be informative, and we're gonna tie in health. We're gonna talk about nutrition and fitness, how it goes hand in hand with sports. And we're gonna talk about we're gonna hit on a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff that very suddenly that you hear in these spaces. So I want you to please support it. Be real soon. I talked to Big Duke about it. He's ready. I already talked to some people that he induced me. They cannot wait. So what we gonna do? We gonna tie sports into medicine. We're gonna tie sports of what he do. He gonna explain what he help out. He gonna talk about what certain exercise too that is healthy. That that you were injured, because it's very important that us as men sometimes when we injured, we think, oh yeah, we could work out, but sometimes we could work out a certain way. It could really hurt too. So he gonna come in with his experience. And Big Dude here, he played college sports. He played sports, and also he worked with celebrities. He worked with other people. Plus, he worked with college kids. I know because I seen it myself. I'm not just saying it. So he have experience in it. So what we gonna do? We gonna bring something different, especially us as men. We gonna talk about PD. We're gonna talk about because there is a
Yeah,
problem
that's it.
that it's not just happening to grown men, it's talking about happening to young boys that nobody want to talk. But we're gonna talk about pharmaceutical. But then we probably touch some of that a little later on too. But gonna happen in sports, and also we're gonna have fun. We're gonna talk about what's your favorite Olympic team. We're gonna be, favorite baseball team. I know some stuff. We're gonna talk some favorite. We're gonna have a little fun, but at the same time, we're gonna be serious. It's gonna be a dialogue, and we're gonna see who the real ones that's gonna show up, because it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something different. It's gonna be something enjoyable that even you could pass on to your kids. You could pass on to anybody. So and we're gonna do women. We're gonna talk about women's sports too. So I'm not gonna really get into it like today, but we're gonna stick to men's talk and everything. So watch out for that and everything. But
Well, let me say this, fam, before I get out of here, man. Yeah, like Underrated said, man, come join me, Bruce Gold. So Underrated probably be in the building, but we got a special guest, man, Pete Koch. The big Swede, what I'm saying, from Heartbreak Ridge, the movie Heartbreak Ridge. He
mm,
gonna be in the building again tomorrow. That's my homeboy. We're gonna talk about PEDs. For those who don't know, that's performance enhancement drugs, and we're gonna talk about that in the youth sports and in the professional level. And then what I'm saying, some of the stuff we can do as far as to combat that, like why it's so prevalent. Because those who know about working out, at least when I was coming up, I'm gonna date myself. When I was coming up, we used to watch the Rocky movies, and put eggs in the blender and drink that. That was our protein right there. That's what we did. But nowadays, it's so much more out there that the kids want to get into, from steroids to HGH and human growth hormones and all that good stuff that, we got to sit there and redirect that method of thinking. So again, guys, man, check me out tomorrow at 6 p.m. I'm saying, me, my man, Bruce Goes, Underrated, and with special guest Pete Koch. He's gonna be in the building, man. We're gonna chop it up. So I'm saying, so salute Underrated. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing, fam. I gotta get out of here.
oh, let me ask you one question. What time is the show tomorrow?
6 p.m. Eastern time.
All right, 6 p.m. Eastern time. There it is. Okay, 6 p.m. Eastern time.
Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Appreciate you, bro. Thanks for coming. I really appreciate that.
All right, fam. I'll holler at you, man.
Okay, peace.
All right, peace.
All right, that is Big Duke. That is Big Duke right there. His channel is fourth quarter talk. Also, you have another channel, Big Duke 24. He gonna do some things. I ain't gonna tell you, but he gonna do some things on that channel too. But fourth quarter talk, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The link is in the chat. This channel is in the chat, so everything. Like I said, the link that men want to come up, it's it's in the you want to come to the panel. Let's talk about man stuff and everything. It's all about lifting men, hold men accountable, talk about stuff that. But until then, I'm gonna keep on running my mouth. But I see things. I look at things lately, but I don't like the conditions that we in. I don't like of certain men that they feel they had this certain entitlement they could disrespect other men, or they feel that they shouldn't be in the conversation. Also, I do not like men that still taking up for some women that are toxic. I don't like that. It pissed me off. And we're gonna stick to men's today. On this channel right now, we sticking to men. I don't like it. It detests me. It pissed me off. That there are some men that you still want to protect women that are that hates men. Then when you speak up on it, something wrong with you. But these are the same ones who do not want to fight for our boys. That they don't want to fight, that don't want to talk to, they don't even want to have a conversation with us. That us men, we are trying. I say this, enough is enough. We can still advocate for each other without, I don't get along with that person. But we can get along with them in a distance. We can still support, we can still advocate. So I want men to come up here today and speak. We can speak about anything, it doesn't make a difference. So I'm not pulling no punches. They was linking. Because I'm putting myself out there. There it is. I'm putting myself out there. So, KC, what's good? Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Underrated Men's Breakfast Fellowship Live. It's supposed to start 11:45, but I started a little late, by 11:49, because I had to get some food. I had to take a little food out, everything. So I had to put something in my stomach. But I just don't like it. They see, like us as men, we are further apart. And there's a lot of things that come down the pipe against us when you deal with politics, social, you name it. And we're not addressing it. And also, we don't listen to each other a lot. We don't. Now, I ain't talking about the ones that sound stupid. I'm not talking about them. I understand they sound stupid and they talk about the same thing and you get on your nerves and they not really helping. I understand that. Yeah, you tone them out, tell them you don't want to be bothered. I'm not talking about them. But the ones that like-minded as us in the chat, I had to learn this myself. We had to learn to listen. We had to learn that there are some men out here are making a difference, that do not have a lot of money, but they are making a difference. And we have to respect them. And it goes hand in hand. Even their brothers that even have money, they are making a difference. And we have to respect them. So shout out to the A-Game family. Brother Spencer, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. And the rest of the A-Game family. So This is it. And and the other brothers that are doing something. I appreciate you. Y'all, I'm salute y'all. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Mind's eyes, thanks for coming. Again, this is the Underrated Men's Breakfast Fellowship Live. Only men's come to the panel. The link is in the chat. Any men that want to come up, feel free. You're more than welcome. So I haven't done this in a while. I feel it's appropriate time to do it. And take the time and have value yourselves. We gotta learn to have value of ourselves. We gotta learn to keep in contact with each other, man. I'm talking about, get an email. Then if they come to give you a number, get a number. It doesn't have to be like a long conversation, brother. I'm just checking on you, see how you doing. I just want to see, could I help? And sometimes you don't have to say nothing. Just hear what the brothers talk about. You don't know what the brother is going through. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know what the man going through. But now, with some of us, we want to be right all the time. Oh, this brother here, he's going through things because he live in a certain place. How do you know living in a certain demographic or living in a certain neighborhood? How do you know that? Because you want somebody to be there for you. If you live in a nice house in the condo or house and everything, nothing wrong with that. You work hard, you should get what you get. You should have a bonus with it. I don't have no problem with that. But we gotta start knocking down each other, y'all. We gotta really listen. What are we doing? You know? Oh, mind's eyes.
Respect, man.
Hey.
What's up, Under?
What's good? I ain't seen you in a while. I think this is the first time you ever came up here, right?
Man, you made me come up here too.
Man, I ain't make you do. I ain't make you nothing.
Nah, you hitting on, all common sense, bro.
Oh,
So
thank you. I
I had the
appreciate
nerve.
that.
Respect,
All right.
man. I had the nerve to come up. You know what I mean? Because
Man, I'm glad you came up here, man.
I totally feel that. I totally feel that. We all here together, but we are further apart.
We are further apart because we let class get it. Oh, go. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
More and more every day. You all right? You all right, man? Appreciate you, bro.
I appreciate you came here. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. I forgot to let you know and other people. I lost my brother this past August 18th.
Oh
All
man.
right, my second oldest
Sorry to
brother.
hear.
Yeah. Thank you. So we're gonna have memorial thing for him, visual. This Saturday coming up at 1 o'clock. Okay.
Condolences.
Yeah. So the past people. That's why you haven't really seen me do anything for last week. Cause I need a break for myself and stuff like that. But
Right. That's
but the
right.
thing, yeah, I need a break. So, but I think the thing is that get back what I'm saying in YouTube. I don't like the direction that we're in. I don't like it, and it's getting worse and worse and worse.
Neither do I, brother.
I don't like I was raised. I was raised like that from my late parents. You help people. You know what I mean? Even if they don't want to be helped, at least you doing your part. I don't. I'm a different cloth, man.
Mm,
I don't look down, man. I don't. There's people that had like, yo, I just can't. You know what I mean? I'm, just me. Like,
that's
yeah, I'm a
right.
leader. I'm a leader, but I'm a team player too. So, and
Mm,
we don't like to be team players, man. We
mm,
what's up? We don't, man. We like to be comfortable. We like to be comfortable in a certain space,
mm,
man. We don't reach out, man. We don't reach out, and that's why I create this. I already did my other platform. I do have the Underrated Men's Talk. I created that like a few years ago, but I feel. Brother She, he been on a few of these too, and I want you to get in, Brother She. Salute to you. You keep up the fine work.
salute, brother.
I find that there's men that needs to be speak to. Juan G, I want you to come up here too. They don't have nobody to talk to in the morning. So I said, let me create something. We can have breakfast together as men and speak. We could be anything, sports, whatever. Because you don't know what that man is going through.
Talk about food for thought, huh?
There, you don't know that man. Suicide thoughts. You don't know.
Right.
That's the most vulnerable time. Yes, as men. And so
Yeah.
that's what I want to create. I create this so men can feel comfortable. Like I told people, respect my channel. That's all I'm saying. Respect my channel, respect each other. Cause I have the right to let people up here. I have the right to bounce you out. That's what I'm saying. Just respect what I do, and respect others. And so this is that for me is that sometimes that oh oh okay, I was hearing the noise in the background, but everything what I'm saying goes to me too. Everything I'm saying goes to me too. Sometimes we gotta take a step back and understand that it's not about you. Men hurts too, and say are some things that you might not want to hear,
True
but you
person.
gotta let it. But you gotta let it hear them out. It depends, but also it depends on situation too. So we got to talk about situation too. So I gotta be fair that. But I'm just saying that.
That's facts. I've been hearing a lot of people say this here recently. You got to say give care to your home before you could go out and spread it. And say your home, that's your kind, the ones that mirror or they reflect you. You know what I'm saying? So that'll be my brothers and sisters that you know I need to say reconnect with. So on that note, you shouldn't. I don't think it's a healthy. I do think it's not a healthy thing to do where you would take your problems to a different person that's outside of your culture or your race. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you don't see the black ants intermingling with the red ants. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
we do got to reconnect with our brothers and sisters, man, on a whole nother level. It's like you got to damn near be some type of sellout celebrity for people to act like they listening to you.
Mm-hmm.
You got to really fight for the heads and the attention of your kind.
Yeah.
So I'm willing to do that with you, man.
Like I'm saying, we're gonna make mistakes along the way, but I think the key is that we gotta learn. And then I'm saying that there are certain men do not want to be alone; let they be gone. That's it. This is not the time to be judging. This is not the time. Now, there's certain brothers need counsel. Yeah, counsel them. And there's certain brothers that is not following. Okay, yeah. But I could say this: they are brothers in this spirit, are doing the work. So we gotta salute them too. We have to salute them. We have to support this too. Just like the brother was on here, Big Dude, he do fitness and nutrition. He should have a lot of people.
Mm,
He should have a lot of people. He doing the work. He should have a lot of people. He do a lot. Brother Sheik, that's another one. The one on here right now. He need to have a lot of people. You know what I'm
that's right.
saying? I put me right here. I should have some people too. I'm doing work. We doing the work. You know what I mean? There's others. There's others too. And but some of us brothers we don't want to support them. Man, we don't want to support.
Mm,
We
You
mm,
like
know,
drama. Go ahead,
you know,
Sheik. Come
you
on,
know
come
what
on,
I
Sheik.
always say about that though. Morning to you, morning to you too, brother on the panel.
greatness.
What I always say about that is everybody come for the laughing and the joking. Nobody coming to hear the message and behavior. We always when you hear a Gold P talking about a standard of behavior, a lot of people don't want to hear that because that means you got to be holding yourself accountable for your actions.
All right.
Same thing. Same thing with Duke. When Duke talking about health, it makes you feel bad about eating that burger and fries. Well, you know what I'm saying. You ain't got no other vegetables with it. When you got them fried fries, why not getting some baked? Why
Mm,
not put down the burger every once in a while? That's what a lot of guys that work out. They always talking about Man, I'm on the run, I'm working, just grab me a burger. Man, I
Mm,
take the time, man, go get me a cooked plate, man. I go to one of them places, give me some. Sometimes I just grab a veggie plate because if I know I'm finna be, eating some ribs or something rough at night, I just give me a veggie plate, man.
mm,
Some you get more vegetables in your system because honestly, a lot of people don't take vitamins, so that's hurting you already. And every
talk
once in a
about it.
while, I skip on my vitamins. I have a whole bunch of vitamins on my shelf, out of sight, out of mind. If I don't see them, I ain't taking them. I feel like I need to go ahead and get like the old people, grab me one of them little trays and hit my Monday through Friday on them because you know
Real.
when it comes down to it, man, the older you get, the more you gotta take care of your body. Working out, all that stuff is a plus. We don't believe in it till we get a situation, some illness
Mm,
or some pain or cancer, or something that hit us. Then we want to be on our health and fitness, but it's too late, man. I
mm.
mean, to the point, it's never too late. But the point of it is, the process, the damage is already done. Only thing you can do is kind of reconstruct.
Reconstructed.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
already put the damage in. And a lot of
hmm
people got to know that, man. That
That's
stuff
fact.
yeah,
you're doing now is gonna hit you in the long run.
yeah. And they go more your point, brother. She too. Like guys, for me, I still on a working process, y'all. I'm not lying to y'all. I'm still in a working process. I cook, and sometimes I don't get it right. Like ever since the passing on my brother, I hardly don't get no rest. There are some days that I break days. I try to sleep and everything. So what I did just today, I feel this is a good time that us as men we need to speak. I feel this is the time that I'm giving myself to the men. I want y'all to know that I'm fighting for y'all, the ones who want to fight. I want to let you know that I make mistakes, but we could correct each other, and we could be as better men. And want you to know that the ones that didn't hear and everything. The link is in. Before I continue, the link is in the chat. Men, this is your chance. You want to come up. If you don't want to come, I understand probably because. But if you have a little time, this is your time to come up. Okay, this is your time to come up. Take advantage of it.
That's right.
Man, take advantage of it. Please take advantage.
Hey, hey, and another thing
Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking. It's like a lot of people they feel like no one sees them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like I want to let you know that like everybody can see you. They can see what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So on that note, we should be doing our best at all times. You know, we
That's
want to say
true. That's true. Let me read a Paul's post before you continue. So Paul's post talks entertainment again. I appreciate you, Kim. He said we are losing our black brothers to high blood pressure, heart disease, and other underlying issues, young and old. Yeah. And see,
back.
we talk about the young all the time, but we never talk about the old. We got to talk about them because when you talking about there's stress.
Okay.
There's stress. There's not a lot of spaces that we could go to and talk and everything. That's why spaces like this, we gotta hold on. We gotta fight for stuff like that because I need it too. You know what I mean? Going, not getting sleep, yo. That's not good. Your chest hurt. You
Mm.
hear what I'm saying?
You gotta breathe
You
deeper
gotta
than normal.
breathe. You gotta breathe. When you tired, when you up, when you break day, your breathe becomes a problem.
Mm.
There's a pause when you talk.
Mm.
You go in, yo, man. It's not funny, man. It ain't no joke, and I'm
Yeah.
telling you what I'm going through. You hear me right now. After this,
Respect, man.
right now I'm gotta go outside and give me something to eat. But after that, I'm gonna give me some sleep. But I gotta sleep a certain limits of time, so at least I can sleep a bit of the night. But I'm saying that's not good. But I gotta open myself so y'all can learn from me. Or y'all probably, and then I could probably most likely probably if I take a walk and everything, go give me something to eat. That's gonna time me out. But that stress when you're dealing with certain things, that's stress, man. That stress add on the stress, add on the stress. When you
Mm.
don't have a really support. This is the thing that us as men, and even like, especially like if you live by yourself, or even like if you're married and stuff like that. Sometimes you don't have a support, a support that around you that help you. Yeah, of course you got to help yourself. I use me. I live by myself, so I don't have no support system. So everything is on me. My mindset got be sharp. If one little thing, it can mess me up for a while. So I got budget to get some food. I got budget to get the bills, and then also I got budget. Especially first and foremost, I got budget to really take care of myself. Everything is on me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, people don't understand that stress. And then sometimes there are some men that even are married to, can't leave them out too. They probably have to deal with certain things themselves because their certain family members fail to understand them because they want because they get the family feel need to give them, get them. But what about yourself? We gotta have these talks. We have to have these talks as men. And I know there are some people don't like when I say this, but it's true. It's so true. So we gotta have these talks and everything.
That's
You know,
right.
we gotta have these talks. We gotta talk heart to heart to us as men. Yo, man, come on now. I understand you say you need to get some sleep. You need to go to the doctor. You know what I mean? Find a hobby and stuff like that. Oh, and then at the same time too, and then our brothers, we gotta learn to help too, because some brothers where they live at, they hardly nothing to do around there where they live at. There's nothing because everything practically closed because of the COVID. So that means that we gotta learn to establish something in the house. If you
Hmm.
have family, I'm saying brothers, if you have family, entertain them inside. That bring the closest to the family too. Us brothers we do the same. Brothers do the same thing. Like if
That's
you
right.
know a brother that live nearby you in the neighborhood, call them up, yo man. Let's take a walk. It don't have to be about money. You know what I'm saying? Yo, let's take a walk and talk. We gotta do that more. We gotta do that
Mm.
more because the outside right there, this delta come right here. That means we're gonna be locked down again. So that means that we could be into our kids. We can show our kids the right way, to do
Involve,
things.
involve
And
the
right,
children.
right, involve the children. Has some games that deals with education or play video. And also call the brother up. Call the brother up, yo. Yo,
That's
you don't
right.
know what that person go through. You don't want that person go through sometimes. Sometimes you talk to them like a quick half a sentence. Sometimes you can snap out. You can help them snap out whatever they go through. It ain't gonna go away, but at least I said, man, somebody cares. You know what I mean? Come on, man. We gotta
Man,
do better than that, man. Come
you
on,
couldn't
man. We
hey,
gotta
you
do
couldn't
better than
express
that.
it enough, man. Real talk. You
And
never
I'm
know
not saying
what
just a
the next
saying
person
that.
is going
You
through,
know what I'm
man.
saying, yo, man. I'm real with mines, yo. I'll put my email right now. Y'all want to reach out to me? I'll be more, yo. I'm just giving me a
That's
little time
right.
to get back to her. That's what it's all about, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be our whole family. You need somebody to talk to. There's nothing wrong with that, man. You know what I mean? Here it is, man.
That's where the butter is right there. You know, grandma and grandpa be like, sit your butt down.
Yeah, we gotta learn to listen to them old time. I mean,
Hmm.
the elders and the uncles and the grandpas, man.
I know
Yo,
I
you
involve
need
the
to relax.
children. I involve my nephews, my nieces, and all of say the things that I'm into, but because I'm into things that say the young coming up need to learn, and I'm one of the older now, so it's you couldn't express it enough, man. Where you tell them, involve your children on a whole nother level, involve your family into what you're doing, you know, totally transparent, and it's a learning and building thing with minds. And I see where, say the change or the transformation from not being able to see to where my family can see like me now, you know. So it's
Yeah,
real, man. You can, say paint the canvas, for what you need, you know, you got family, man. Or you know, you wanna or you need to build with friends or, you know,
Yeah.
things like that, man.
Yeah,
It's
man. Yeah,
you can
man. I mean,
see it happen.
yeah, man. Especially some of us spend, we dating. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with dating. So, you got women out here, oh, I want to travel. How
Ooh.
are you going to travel where? Why you want to travel in COVID out here? I want to go out. Well, go where? People still ain't getting their shots. I got my shot. I ain't worried about it. You know what I mean? But that's what I'm
Big
saying.
red
Oh, Barbara.
flag, huh?
Oh, thank you so much for showing up, sweetie. I really appreciate that. Oh, if you knew, please. I can't say the S, but you know what? Do go to my channel, hit the bell, and let's formulate. I can't say the S word. You know what it is. But that's what I'm saying, y'all. I'm saying like this, man. With us as men, we have to find a way, man, to keep our family together inside, man. We have to tell the kids, sit them down, let them know, listen, man. It's cool to go outside, but it's not going to be the same as it was, man. Pass the dollar, man. Come up, man. Go in the chat. The link is in the chat. If you will come up, that's what it's all about, man. And it's time, man. It's really time, man. We gotta support each
That's
other.
right.
Health and wealth, man. It ain't all about no talking big words. It ain't all about do this and that, man. We gotta support each other, man. I don't no no
Mm.
no no no
Simply see it and
no.
support it. See it,
Support it, man. You
support
gotta
it.
support it, man.
You know it's right in
Oh
your
man,
heart. Support it, man.
nah,
That's
man.
right.
No, man. Not having that, man. No. Some people don't like what I say. I don't care. I don't care. I really is, man. But we got us, man. We got to support each other, man. I'm saying, man, there's a lot of stuff's happening. It's coming down the pipe, man. Especially us as black men, we don't want to speak about it, man.
Mm.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of us, man. I know there's some people out there. Oh, it's not about black and white. Okay, whatever you say, but that's another discussion. I would
Mm-hmm.
that probably tap on that maybe in the near future. But we got past for back $40 in the building.
In the
Welcome, welcome,
building.
What
welcome.
it do?
What it
What's
do,
up with
man?
you, fella?
What's good, man?
Chilling. What it do? Underrated. What it do? What everybody do?
Man, I'm bad. Man. I'm just that man here for the men, man. That's what I'm here, man. We gonna build. Have fun, man. We want to cry because you going through some things, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I'm here, man. I'm
I'm
here,
down
man.
with it.
I'm
You
here,
know,
man.
a certain something I realized last night.
Sure.
Like say we talking about this coming together or whatnot. Say amongst the
Mm-hmm.
brothers, you
Mm-hmm.
know. I realized that you remember the Ninja Turtles film, right? They
Yeah.
had it was a situation where the little gang that was running the city. They called them the Foot Clan, you know, but it was a gang of ninjas,
Mm-hmm.
and the amount of them was don't even try to count them. It's too many of them. They deeper than Wu-Tang. Y'all remember the Foot Clan?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, I
that's
remember them.
The
yeah,
Foot
that's
Clan
like
is our children. That's our children
right.
right now.
Right. Hey, remember it was a whole bunch of little children stealing TVs, radios, just robbing the towns, robbing the cities. And their leader was the dude Shredder.
Shredder. I watch that movie with my son all the time. And how
Mm.
and if you notice what they took from them, what they took from the Ninja Turtles, they took
Okay.
Master Splinter away. They took their father away, and
Mm.
all those kids did not have fathers as well.
Mm.
They were giving them cigarettes. They're letting them gamble. They're letting them play with weapons
Yeah.
and act in unadulterated violence. They
Mm.
were stealing. They were
Mm.
terrorizing the community, and the
They
few
families.
no
Yeah. Yeah.
families, and then the
Uh-huh.
kids that did have families, the kids that did have fathers,
Mm.
were torn away from the structure. Because Danny.
Yeah.
I watch this movie with my son all the time, man. That's why I'm glad you brought it up. Danny,
Respect.
Danny had a good father.
Mm.
But Danny still ran to the streets, but his father had to his father had to keep going. Like he had to hustle, make that money, and then go get his son too. He had to do it all, man. It was that movie realer than real.
Man, that's the little dude. I remember his face. He had the black T-shirt and whatnot, little pair of jeans on him, but he was just a regular boy. He was right. I seen that. Yep, he was right in between, and he went over to say the Foot Clan, and that's say every gang across the Americas. Just say that sector alone. Like everybody's a part of the Foot Clan in this world where you live in a life of, the gangsterism, the thug, and where you become, clicked up with where you feel safe, but it's a very dangerous family.
Hold that thought. I gotta read this.
Respect.
I want you to build, keep on building with you because it go along what you passing everybody say. And I gotta read this because women in these spaces, majority of them, they fail to understand it, and even men. I got to read this. I think a lot of people. This is from Barbara Place. Thank you, sweetie, for coming here. Please keep on coming back. I think a lot of people misunderstand a large number of children do not have fathers, not by the father's choice, but because of the court system.
Mm.
And before I would throw it back at y'all, I hear a lot of talk lately, and I want the men to hear this. I ain't talking about y'all, and I'm talking about y'all in the clouds. Why y'all don't talk about what she said? Y'all still throwing men underneath the bus, even know what's going on. So that actually let me know you are still defending some toxic women. And it got to stop. And I wish a lot more sisters like you, Barbara, would speak on it. I know the Crimson Cure she talked about. So shout out to Crimson Cure. And then just a few others. But I'm telling y'all, some of these women, and I'm gonna get off that. They say they love us, but they don't. They don't. These are the women talking about. Oh yeah, if women that have a baby, if it's a boy, I will kill it off. I'm telling y'all, we deal with wicked people, and also we deal with men that alone in these spaces refuse to talk up and they kiss up to them.
Woo!
Where's your damn
Talk about it.
masculinity is at? Where's it at? And these are the ones that are educated. These are the ones that call so-called scholars.
Mm.
Because education breeds. I've come to the reality.
Okay.
The education.
I'm pissed off.
The education and expertise builds fear. If you have an education and the expertise, if people don't listen to you, do you have a fear that you did all this studying for nothing? And I'm just trying to learn something. And that's the problem with all these damn and that's the reason why when I get up here, even though I'm a medical professional, I tread very carefully on it because I can sit here and hit you with all this expertise and all this knowledge from what I think I've learned. But I'm seeing something so much different. I'm saying the expertise and knowledge is just a way of control. Like, like everybody used to say, like, keep the milkman and the plumber and the cable man out your house because it was a sense of control. Like, if the woman didn't have no milk, she couldn't feed, so she'd do whatever it took to be with the milkman.
Okay.
Or the plumber, oh, well, she can't flush the toilet, she can't get no water, she do whatever it took for the plumber. Or because of this entertainment that we found ourselves in, she's not gonna do no better because I ain't got the cable, I ain't got the internet. So that's how it come down to this law system. If they lose this law system, they feel like they ain't got nothing to survive on. They using this law system like the milkman, like the plumber, and like the electrician.
From say regular court to the Supreme. And that's the supremacist court right there.
Mhm.
So yeah, it gets real tough on say stature or who gonna be the head. Yeah, they
Yeah.
milking them all.
They milk them all. Let me say this, Pastor, before you die, you keep up the fine with Brothers here. You keep up the fine minds out, and also Sheep Stay Sleep TV. You keep up the fine work too.
Respect.
Thanks for keep on fighting for us as men. But us as men, we got to be accountable too. But I want to let you know, thanks for fighting for us. Fight for us and everything. And you need to be so. And he part of the A Game family. I want you to go check them out. They had the principles that help us as men, the spiritual, emotional, whatever. Y'all just gotta check it out yourself and everything. And we need to support. You don't see. This is the other thing too. We don't have to be part of something to support it. You can still support it. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's gonna resonate. We have to understand resonate with you first. You hear what
Mm,
I'm saying? You don't have to join a certain thing. I just want to join a certain thing to be part. No, you can take certain things to apply in your life, black men.
mm.
To apply in yourself. You don't know. You don't stop. We gotta stop that. Oh, they pick. No, we gotta stop that. So, but get back. What I'm saying is this: that at the end of the day,
That's fire.
at the end of the day, the system that we in, we have to understand. We got to see for what it is. But we also have brothers like She Stay Sleep, Polo, I'll say Big Dude, past the 40s, Brother She, Brother Go Professor, and others. If I slip my mind, I'm sorry. These are the brothers we have to support. These are the like again. These are the brothers. These are the brothers we have to fight. We have to make sure to support, even like if to support it financially. If they have a cash, hit them with the cash. Or if you don't have financial, make sure you share it out. Make sure if you new, hit the like button, hit the bell, do it all you can and support it.
Mm,
They need support consistently. I'm not saying you could be there all the time. I'm not saying, even if you cannot be there, hit the like and share it and go back to it like I do.
boom.
Sometimes I miss it. I'm guilty of this too, but I'm working on that too. I go back and listen to it. Let me go with Barbara. Sister Barbara say, here's a
Same here.
question. Yeah, I'm gonna read this first, and I'm gonna throw it back at you. Here's a question: why, when a man can take care of a child, he gets thrown in jail, but if a woman can take care of her child, she gets assistance? They are questions that I ask myself. Oh my goodness!
Yep.
Wow.
That's the seesaw system.
No.
Mm,
Brothers, y'all wanna attack it?
Well,
Because
because men pay for laws. Um, Laws can't be passed without financing. So what it is they create a big bad boogeyman out of men, and
mm.
so therefore they make men pay, which finances laws. But the problem is they're creating a big issue because they've given women all the laws, but they've also had to give children the laws as well. Now, these children are getting smarter and smarter and smarter. And the things that these fathers are saying is spreading and spreading and spreading. Now the laws of these children are gonna turn and whoop ass on these mothers and these people that have held them from their fathers. These children will go back and sue them for psychological damage, and it's about to get ugly. Once these children find out that they can sue their mother because they're 18 and they don't have a college fund, and yet funds were provided to them through support. Once these children, I mean, and they're trying their best to push this fight back between the mother and child by making the child stay on the mother's insurance or with the father taking care of it till they're 26. But this fight is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. These children are fighting to get to their fathers, and I know it personally because I see it every day and even in my own life. That's the reason why I answer the phone every time my child calls, because I see that hunger for their father getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And the women are just going to have to, they're going to have to meet us halfway, because the fathers don't want to get rid of the mothers want to get rid of the fathers. So the mothers are going to have to give up and meet us halfway, or it's going to get ugly. So they have to meet us halfway.
And let me before I continue, let me say this to another brother named brother Art. He's a professor of our community. He actually the professor, and he put in work. He put in work for us as men to strive to be better. Also had a relationship with the child, and it's very important that we gotta support brother Art the style too. And he's a busy man, but that's another channel that we need to support. You know, and so today, technically that these are the spaces that we gotta support, because I don't see that many brothers that really support us genuinely. I really don't. I'm being honest with you. I've been in the clouds. A lot of brothers, quite a few brothers here, it's not supporting us that they should. They not. They support their own criteria or so their own group, but they do not support the masses. In this channel, we support the masses. That's how we do it. And I appreciate your art this start. I know you're busy, man. Thanks for coming here. I really appreciate. If you want to get on, that is up to you, because I know you're a busy man, busy brother, and wherever you come is always a blessing. And I'm just saying, like, the question that we need to ask ourselves: Do we want black? Do we want to save ourselves as black men? And also, are we going to fight for our rights to stand up, despite
That's right.
what's going on? Are we willing to give ourselves? We got to work on ourselves first, yo. That's no doubt about it.
We are.
We had to. But
We
I'm
are.
talking about us and Smith. Are we going to support each other, and the men that don't want to do it, to get them out?
Man, I'm ready to support myself and every other brother. Real
I know
talk.
you here. That's all right. But
Bro,
you here. You helping. You here. You hear what I'm saying? You here.
Respect.
You know what I
Respect.
mean?
can brothers finance a war? What brothers need to realize is, stop financing a war against yourself and finance a war for yourself. Um, this whole war against men, believe it or not, the funny thing about it has been financed by men, by thievery, theft, um, coercion, saying pay this to see your child, uh, false allegations, which can lead to protective orders, which can lead to them hiding locations where your child is even located. Which is this is what Brittany Renner is doing. It's a basketball play. It's separation equals, in every sport you play, you find out separation creation equals scoring. If you want to score in basketball, create separation. You score. You want to score in football, you create separation. That's just like the tackles cross. They see cross blocking, crack blocking, all kinds of different blocking. It's to create space, open space, to get people one on one to fake out the next one. So it's the lawyers have figured out that if you create space, you create money, you create a chance to score.
Now I want to say something about that situation.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's
That's a
fire.
bad
That's
that's
fire,
that's a
bro.
bad situation to use with Brittany Renner because in all respect, if it would have been anybody else you use, I would have let you have that. But he asked for that. Considering that the way that woman displayed her behavior and told people what she do far as industry and basketball players, she laid it out. She get over on those guys. He still accepted her. Even before he had the child from her, he was with her. She pursued him. She prayed on this guy in college. So it's been some years she been dealing with this guy. And he laid that situation out. He made his bed. Not saying that it's right what she did, but he should have crossed the T's and dotted his I's. There's no reason a man
Mhm.
should be pursuing a woman like that. Like I said, I'm all hope for
Talk
the guy
about
with
it.
the best, but don't put yourself in a bad situation and reach for a helping hand. Like if you falling off a edge of a cliff, you knew everybody said don't go to that edge because people slip and fall. Don't reach your hand up and say help me after everybody warned you. After you seen the signs to where do not get close to the edge. And see, that's what a lot of brothers they go out here, slip up, and then ask for help. You should see the signs and deal with people from the jump so you won't be in a difficult situation. There's signs that a lot of people just can't see, and that's understandable. Everybody's not taught the same. Everybody doesn't have that same intellect. Everybody doesn't have that same home training. But at the same time, that brother he walked into the fire and got burnt. Now I feel sorry for the guys that are went through this situation not knowing because the way his situation was played out, a lot of brothers go through this on a regular. But at the same time, we got to ask the question. That's why more or less I want to help guys identify. Like I tell guys, I don't sit here and have my channel just to say get married. No, I say look for the signs in which if you're gonna get married, make sure she's a good woman. You will never know. Like I tell guys, marriage is not 100%. That's not saying I'm gonna be with my wife forever. I've been with her for 15 years now. You know, that's not saying I'm gonna be with her forever. But the point of it is, you work over time to make marriage what it is. People always say
Respect
marriage
to
is
that.
hard. It's what you make it. You know, there's some difficult times and there's some easy times. You can always go back on the good memories. Nobody want to deal with the hard memories. But the point of it is, when those hard issues come up, you gotta put yourself together as a man to deal with it. You know, and
That's right.
that's the biggest thing, not just for the family, but for your kids in general as well. You got to do what's in the best interest of yourself and what's in the best interest of your kids. Because, like I said, at the end of the day, my happiness comes first before anything. Of course, I have my kids in mind, and a lot of people say, well, both parent households are better for the kids. But the point of it is, if I'm not happy, I don't have myself together, how can I take care of my kids? I run around and take care of my wife. I take care of my kids. I neglect myself. If I get sick, the
That's
whole
true.
ship go down. See,
You
a
know
That's
lot of
what?
so
guys
true.
they put so much stuff on the pedestal, they forget to put themselves up there on the pedestal. And, it comes a point where you got to check yourself and have an understanding of the stuff that you do. It reflects the family. That's why I tell guys if you plan on cheating, that's what you plan on doing. You can't get mad at the consequences. If you lose your family to cheating, you knew the consequences at hand when you first started to have that notion and deal with it. If your woman cheats, you got to sit here, understand what happened, and you deal with it accordingly. I ain't gonna tell anybody what to do personally, but I know what I do. But I'm just saying, when it comes to family structures, no, I always say this: love is not a one to all thing. Love is based on the person. You have to structure that love according to the person you dealing with. You can't go through your marriage and love the same way you love your mama or the same way you love the last woman. You got to structure that love around that person to try to make it be forever. Like I said, there's no guarantee. But
Mm.
the point of it is you don't cowtail to nobody. Because as a man, you a man before anything, you know. And a lot of guys, as Gold Professor say, you can't walk around as a male, mad at life every day. That's what a male stands for. A male is mad at life every
Wow,
day.
Yeah.
that was
Mhm.
dope.
No, go ahead, brothers. I wait. Go ahead.
That was dope.
I do like that. I do like that. But one thing I would say, she is we need to really. I feel like and I definitely when I say I feel, I've thought about
Uh
this
oh,
very
uh
heavily.
oh. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Say
yeah,
say
yeah. I
them
thought about this
feelings
very
now.
That's
heavily.
fine.
I thought about this very heavily.
Feelings.
So,
Them-
so in that, so in this feeling, I'm saying I have a lot of thought to it. I feel like when we say the best interest of the child is almost what we set ourselves up on the back end to get burnt, and we really should have looked at the best interest of the parents
Hmm.
rather than the best interest of the child. So if you look at what's in the best interest of the parents, which created this child, I think you have a better outcome. Whether two parent in a home together or two parents supporting the child,
Yeah.
co-parenting.
Right. And
Long,
let
yeah, yeah.
go. No.
And
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
and I want to I definitely because it's all in the best interest of the child at the bottom line. So I know that's what we get it at. I know that's what we're getting to, but that's also where the law is also finding its way of segueing into. If you can, it's hard to take a iPod or iPhone from a child now because there's legal law now saying that's their property, and if these people, these principalities that be, are pushing so much information through these through these gadgets, then it really puts you as a parent, man or woman, in a very, it puts you in a pickle. And you really,
Mm.
Hey,
and you know what I'm saying? That's
Pastor,
all, what you think, she?
Go gadget tablets.
if I let my child tell me I can't take their phone, they get out my house. I tell it from day one, child don't run the house. See, that's the problem with a lot of parents want to be kids' friends, want to
Talk
work with
about it.
kids. Hey, I growed up, I didn't grow up with my mom. I grew up with my grandma. My grandma told me a kid don't run the house. When you grown, you have your own. You get your own house. You get your own stuff. If my grandma wanted to take my phone from me, I'm I'm 38 years old now, and my grandma come over to me and snatch my phone and tell me get off my phone. Respectfully, she can do it because
Yeah.
why? I am a child up under her. Now, when it comes to a point, I can get mad at it at the same time for being grown, but as long as she logical about it, I have to respect it. Now, if she's not logical about it and she's just doing something out of spite, that's when we got to have a conversation because at the end of the day, I'm grown. You
Yeah.
know, a lot of people they lose sight of respect. That's the biggest issue we have with our kids now, losing sight of respect. You
Well,
know,
this is the thing about it, Shade. If the mother lost respect for the father and then stopped letting the child see the father, and the child has
Yeah.
this resentment inside of the mother, so now he doesn't want to listen to the mother, and now the law. Now I understand what you're saying. Because I was raised on those same principles. She. All I'm saying is on those principles I was raised on, I'm understanding where they also are taking the law. You know what I'm saying? So what's being said is due to the fact that the mother had no respect for the father, the child is not with the father, the child is not gonna have no respect for the mother. And now the law is saying whatever the child obtains is legally the child's. Child support is legally supposed to belong to the child, but the mothers use it. So therefore, the law is trying its best to correct what it's already created, and it's creating a bigger monster. I agree with everything you're saying, but I also see what's happening as well.
but that's why the child don't get nothing. The child can't have possession, and then if you don't give it to him. So you giving your child authority over you by giving them an iPhone, and they not responsible or they don't act a certain way. They don't get this stuff. It's been plenty of times. My kids, they go on punishment for a whole week without touching the device. And let them touch it. They know they're in trouble.
Right. It's over for
Yeah,
'em.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah. Let me say this though too, because I want to keep it as a men. I want to keep it as a men. But I would say this: I had a friend, I had a partner, I had your family, you know, and he was with he got married in LA. They had 3 kids. After that, they got going almost, I think, over 20 years. She want to do what she want to do. It's not picking on her. I'm telling you because the kids is my god kids. I want to do what I do. I said, okay, if this is what you want to do. At that time, the kids were like teenage. He said, all right, if you want to do what you do, let them come to me. And then, they want to come see you. I don't have a problem with it. After all that, the court the court kept them kids away from him for years. For years. Then he got blamed for this. He got blamed for that. And I'm talking about the court system, what Barbara's talking about. Understand? Oh, he tried. Understand the pain he got to go through. He can't see he got to be a few feet away from the kids. So I love you, Daddy. When you gonna come get me? Get your ass in the car. You ain't gonna never see him. And now to this day, they don't have no relationship with the mother. They don't want to have no part. I say, everything have. No, I don't have no part because I remember how she treated Daddy. This is the side that how nobody in the space do not want to talk about. Even brothers, they don't want to talk about the so-called educational, the so-called ones that out in the field web. They don't want to talk about that part, that the mental drain he goes through, that he lose weight, that at times that had his own business, he almost lost his business. He had to give it to the brother to get himself together. But see, like nobody want to talk about that. Now he got back and he damaged. They end up getting divorced and everything, but he's damaged. He don't want to be around a woman. Listen, I just want to do what I had to do, have my casual. That's it. And I said, but you got to get over. You got to let that. Nah, man. I'm sorry, bro. Nah. Even the kids said, Dad, you gotta live. Not woman. Nah, I understand. I love y'all. Don't get me wrong, no. You ask him this day, he don't even want to. He don't want to say nothing about the kid. He don't. And these are brothers that we gotta help. These are the brothers that actually have this and stuff like that. And it is sad. So that's why I'm here. That's what I'm here to help brothers like that wants to be helped. And also, okay, no problem. Thank you, Manza. And these are the women. Yeah, y'all gotta talk to these women and what you do. And you need to talk to these women. You gotta get firm with them that when you do this, it's not you hurt the kids, you hurt the family. But there are some brothers, and we gonna keep them brothers, but there are men in here, they don't want to talk about it. Because you know why? Again, they want to support toxic. And then whatever man is, they have it into it for men.
Well, you got to look at it like this. When it come down to a lot of situations, I always hear guys talk about, well, single mom this and single mom that. I keep telling guys, if you have a brother that's raised with a single mom, he grows up with no kind of man support or values. He has kids. What do you think he's going to do to his kids? He's going to make his kids adapt that same mindset and narrative that he was taught. And as time go on, he going to think it's right. If he lives outside the community, he don't, deal and associate with certain people on the regular. He don't know. If you don't have your uncles where you go to those family reunions or, get-togethers, you out of state, you don't deal with people. That's how your family interacts with each other. So when you start going around people, they gonna, why he act like that? Why he so different? You know. And then you raise your kids the same way. How do you think the kids gonna look when they get older and they gonna say, Dad, I learned this. Why you didn't teach me that, Dad? Why you didn't teach him that? Because he didn't know himself. That's why I keep saying that single mom Trump is a joke. You got men that are out here raising the kids the same way. You
Yeah,
got to look at the person individually on how they're being raised and how they're being taught. Because the other day I had a guy, his car stalled out, didn't know what was wrong with it. He didn't know to put the car in neutral to push the car out of the street. He was like, "Well, how do I move the car?" I looked at the guy was, older, like damn near almost my age, probably. Kids, sometimes they're a little older than what they look, but the dude looked almost about my age. At least I could give him at least in his 30s. He didn't know to put the car in neutral for it to roll. And then when the lady came up, I did like, it was somebody he knew, assuming like it looked like his sister because they was around about the same age. And I'm like, I'm looking at him and hearing him talking to her, and I'm like, man, like you driving a car and don't even know simple stuff like some guys don't even know how to change a tire. Like that's the bad
Yeah,
part.
yeah, and
yeah,
and at the same time though too, but that's the same time too. If you don't know, you just don't know. That's when you ask. That's when networking comes to the picture. Listen, I don't know how to do this, brother. I don't know. I need help with that because that's true. There are some men they're not do certain things like I know how to drive. But there's certain things I know about the car. No, I don't. My father had shown me where he was living, but he long gone over 30 years. So I had to ask him, brother, what you know about this and like that. Because there are certain things as men we don't know either. They are men out here don't know how to cook.
well,
They are brothers don't know how to budget. They don't know how to budget. It's crazy. I'm being honest.
well, she can I tell the brothers real quick and tell me if I'm wrong. Every brother, whether you drive a car or a truck, if you're driving a car or truck, keep like a brick or a cinder block, like a 2x8 or 2x6, or and a shovel, maybe if you can get a shovel, maybe. But with that 2x4 or that block, it'll always give your jack something to have to push against, just in case you have a breakdown and some dirt, grass, or gravel somewhere where the jack may slide.
Mm-hmm. That's the see.
She can tell you about it.
Yeah, see, but see, that's a good see. They learn some. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But see, this is good. See, this is what I'm saying. I want to keep it going, bro. But see, this you see how it is. Brothers giving stuff out like that. But see, the sad thing about it, yo, you should know that you a man. Maybe he wasn't raised by a woman. Maybe he had to get himself together and stuff though too. And I urge men too. If there's certain things you don't know, don't get it. Ask a brother, ask that man. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to do. And he know you a good person. He will help you, and then you learn. And then when you learn, right? I give you a case in point, like Big Duke, right? Big Duke, I was talking about the computer, right? So I was like, I want to get this computer live. So he was telling me about the life of the computer. He talking about how many gigabytes you know what I'm saying. And so at the same time, you gotta know. You gotta know because you gotta understand you doing you doing live. So you gotta make sure that if you get something like up to 8 hours, yeah, you get some 8 hours. But the live about it, but the life of you told me the life could be that's what you want to live for. So I could if I charge it a real good, I could do live up to like 12 hours, but I don't let it get to 12 hours. When it get dead, I put it in. But I'm making a point is that we gotta learn to share. If we don't know, we gotta learn to share information. There's some brothers ain't gonna be receptive. Nah, they gonna be knowing they egotistical art. You leave them alone. But this is so great that us as men, certain men don't know. Period. They just don't know. They just don't know. They wasn't raised around no men. They raised around women, and it doesn't mean women don't know. Women knows, but I'm talking about the masculinity part and the structure about they wasn't raised by men. So that means that we have to come to the picture if they want the help. If they don't want the help, that's on them. That's what I'm saying. Go ahead, brothers.
Yeah, man. Because I was at the beach one time chilling. No, not the beach, but like a lake out here in Joe Pool. Daggone Mexican lady done pulled off on the side of the road, flat tire in a ditch. I'm like, shit, they ain't got nothing to change the tire with. And I mean, you know what? And it's one of those weird things. Changing a tire, I don't even look at it as like one of the most masculine things to do, but I think it's like one of the like weirdest things that people don't actually know how to do like that no more. They really don't know how. They really don't know how to use their jack.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know how to put it together. And like, I mean, it's one of those. It's one of the weirdest things in the world. We don't got an out of touch with reality. Like we have no mechanics about ourselves. I had to go back and like work on my spelling because I've been using the internet so much with this auto correct that I can't even spell like I used to. So we got to teach ourselves like as men, we got to like get back to like what we know how to do rather than like just these gets and gadgets is shutting even men down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is true. That is true, and that's the thing about it that in these men spaces, if you don't know certain things, you just don't know. It happens. We ain't gonna know everything. Like get back to cooking. Their brothers, they don't know how to cook. They don't know how to shop. They don't know how to look for sales and stuff. I'm good doing that because my late parents has shown me. I appreciate that, Alexis. You hear what I'm saying? Because this what I'm saying, like brother. If you don't know, you ask, and then they're like again. I never repeated. The certain brother want to show you. They don't worry about that. But their brother that want to help you if you willing to learn and stuff. Never say it's never too late to learn as men. Never say that. Never let another man say, "Oh, yo, it's too late." Nah. You can always learn. You can always learn. Cause I learned quite. Let me tell you, I'm shoot. I tell you, there's certain things. There's certain things. When I got older, I ain't know what I could do. I never thought I knew I know how to cook, but I never thought I could really cook. I never thought all this time that I was really funny. I was funny. I was a little funny, but I never thought I was funny. People see me funny because hey. I was so I became a late bloomer of things. You know what I mean? So, but I had to push. I had to help. My late brother, my late second brother said, "Man, you need to open them out." Even people that you need to open up, I don't want to open up because I know how people could be so cruel there. So I'm on the defensive. But I would. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you, shout out to Juan G, man. I was with Rashawn Benton, man. It was last week, man. And I was going through a lot of things. I was still grieving up my late brother and stuff like that. And you know what, man? Them brothers had took me out to space, man, make me so happy, man. And we would have so much fun. And they was like, man, I never thought you that funny, underrated, man. And it makes me feel good because brothers, we help each other, and then and so there are some people in here they see me a different light now. You know what I'm saying? But don't get it twisted though. Don't think you can take my kinds of weakness. I will still twig you out, man or woman. Don't get that twisted. But at the same time, people see a certain light, you make them feel comfortable, and you comfortable in this. I always been comfortable with myself too. So us as brothers, you need to tap into ourselves because you'd be surprised, man. You could be a late bloomer of some wonderful things about you that could be tucked in all that time, and you don't even know it. I'm telling you, learn from the number one grind. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. I never thought that people that tell me, yo, you can do economy if you want. You can write your own stuff. You can do, man. Yeah, you funny. You never done. No, I don't consider funny because I tap in when I got older, a late bloomer of things. I had to tap in. My brother started telling my late second oldest brother was telling me this when I was approaching my early 40s. I said, I just came. No, you already have it in you. You didn't tap into it. So tap into yourself, black man. You'd be surprised. You got a lot of time. You got other talents out there that you don't know. Don't listen to these people. Don't listen to these brothers, man. Don't listen to them. They know what they're talking about. You'd be surprised how much you know. So past the 40,000, you can go talk about. We got hit Brother C back in. until you get back and everything. But yeah, tap into that.
You can definitely tap into that, man. I never knew I was nice with. Well, my dad was nice with cameras, so I don't know. So I take nice with the cameras. It's a whole bunch of stuff I'm trying to get going, man. Like honestly, life can get exciting, man. It can get exciting, but you can't. If it can get ugly, you
Yeah,
gotta stay up so it don't get ugly. We'll keep it exciting.
yeah, yeah, and that's the point about it. There's a certain limit that okay, this is it. Okay, now, because there are some men in here, they can be very cruel and other people, so you have to let them know. Okay, and so that's why I haven't done the underrated truth life stories in a while. Cause I know people go trying to clown me, and then I have to okay, I have to let them have it. But I'm gonna bring that back though very soon. Y'all gonna see, y'all. I got some stories to tell y'all. I'm telling right now, get your smoke on and get your laugh on, get your smoke on, get your drink on. Cause I'm just letting you know right now, you gonna be crying. You gonna say, "Yo, Grinder, yo, that's it, man. You gotta end this, cause you funny. You something wrong with you. Something wrong with you, bro." Yeah, but that I had that other side of me. So brothers, tap into yourself, man. You'd be surprised. You could be a late bloomer of things, man. Trust me. Go ahead, brother She.
Yeah, when it come down to it, a lot of dudes they gotta sit here and talk amongst each other because I like how you have this, where brothers come and talk, just us talking, because it gets a moment in the space. It's not saying that we don't want the women up, but there's so many women coming in, and not saying that they interrupt, but
Right.
dudes are more trying to show off and talk junk for the women
Yeah.
that you're not really, trying to be cool and just talk as men.
Right.
When you go to the picnics, the family reunions, and all that stuff, all the men go in the corner. They either got their little bottles, their little cigarettes or cigars, and they talking and saying little dirty jokes and all that wild stuff. But then when the women come around, you got got a little be a little more presentable, not really talk too dirty around them, because that's how it always was. It was more like a respect thing, and now a lot of times in the space you'll have a lot of guys talking. It's just all about who can talk the craziest, or who can talk the wildest to get
Yes.
these
Yes.
women to laugh and be
Yep.
interested in them. It's like a lot of guys are putting on a show. We hear this, oh man, this ain't the space. I mean, but people do hook up in this space. People talk. The women come here, because they learn a sense on changing their life, doing things better to be with someone. So it ain't like no secret that a lot of women don't come over here for that. But the point of it is, a lot of guys, they try to, as sheep stay sheep say, they peacock a lot for this.
Yeah,
They
they do.
peacock for the women.
Right.
And
Exactly.
it's good that a lot of guys can just come on here, no guilt, no shame, man. We talk, just have some fun, get it out, talk about some manly stuff. Because I was talking to a dude, a little young guy that I was talking to. I was working on my little side job,
Mm-hmm.
and I was telling him about buying houses and stuff. And he was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Man, I thought you had to take all the 20% down." I was like, "Nah, man. All you need is that FHA loan." I said, "That's 5%." He's like, "What? 5%?" I said, "Man, sometimes it's less than like $5,000." And most people, you can pull that out your 401k. You can save up that, or you can sell some stuff and get that.
Right.
You know, that's like I know a couple of people that got a couple of cars, but you live in an apartment with like two, three cars. Why don't you sell one of those cars, get a down payment, and then the bad part is this: as long as you got good credit and qualify for them down payment assistance programs, you don't even need the down payment. You just need the money for the closing costs. And I think that's like 3%. So all you need to do, qualify for down payment assistance. And my partner, I had him on my panel. They always say a 680 or something. But if you have like at least a 720, there's a guarantee. You pretty much you gotta like have some harbor credit, in which you ain't gonna have a 720 with harbor credit. And all you need is that you need to be on your job for 2 years. They give you that down payment assistance for the house to put down on the house through FHA. And then you just pay the closing costs and you got a house. And I'm like, dude, that easy. Some people, man, you get a house for $100,000,
Mm-hmm.
paying roughly about $800 a month. And then when you get to 20%, your mortgage go down. You know,
Mm-hmm.
some people get to 20% faster than others, paying over the years, but it goes down. And
Mm-hmm.
then people say, well, I'd rather rent because I gotta buy a new roof if a roof mess up. I gotta buy a new AC if an AC mess up. No, you get a home warranty. Home warranty covers your roof, AC. It even covers the refrigerator. My refrigerator just went out in my house. Don't you know, man? Refrigerators are so expensive now. They giving me $2,000 to go buy a new refrigerator with my home warranty, and all I pay is
Mm.
$100 a month.
Wow.
$2,000. Now, if I would have had to come out 2,000 out of my pocket at one time, you know how bad that would be. Even with my roof, I just put a new roof on the house. Roof costs $6,500. The good part about it was I had that warranty. They was like, "Well, you covered. We'll take care of it." And then even if my warranty didn't cover the roof, guess what? I got homeowners insurance. The insurance to cover it. See, a lot of people, we are locked out of all this knowledge, so we just don't know. That's why most people rent. That's why most people get apartments. We don't know this information. And see, panels like this, we can sit down and talk about stuff like this. That's why I try to get. That's why I say I'm cutting away from a lot of relation talk, and I'm more or less trying to focus on attitude, your behavior, and the money. Because I always talk about generational wealth. I always deal with Alonzo talking about life insurance. Like ever since I was young, everybody in my family died had life insurance. There was not a person that didn't die that didn't have life insurance. One of
Right.
my uncles, I mean, not to be shameful to my uncle, this is my favorite uncle. He was a drunk all through his younger years. I known him. He was a respectful guy, but when he get to that bottle, that was it. Like, he'll
Yeah.
drink. But when it come down to it, he had life insurance. This man took care of stuff that needed to be taken care of. At the end of the day, he paid his rent, did everything he did. But when he want to drink, he drink. Hey, if somebody's responsible enough to pay all their bills, do what they got to do, and then if they have their little free time to do whatever they want, that's their business. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And later on in his years, he got a control of it. You know, he
Mm-hmm.
started, doing better with drinking. He didn't drink as much. He started cutting it off at a certain time. And, I told my uncle, I said, man, you changing up for the better. He said, man, I ain't had no choice. I'm getting older. Even though he was already old. But I said, man, that's good, man, because, that's the point. A lot of people don't get the message till they get too old. And that's what I was saying about earlier, man. You don't take care of your health when you're young, it's going to show when you get older. That's like
Yeah.
knowledge. If you don't learn the
Mm-hmm.
knowledge now, it's going to hurt you when you get older. Because a lot of
Yeah.
people going to be moving right by you, and you just going to be standing still. Like, why everybody keep doing this? It's
Right.
just a lack of knowledge. That's all it is.
Yeah, and also brother Shade, and that's what I'm us as men too, especially with the platform I have right now. I want to talk about finance in the near future too. We got to talk that a little more, finance and well and well too. Well, I want brothers to feel comfortable to talk about it because it's very very important. That I want to talk about family more too. And I mean we can talk about financial right now if you want. I mean because it's very essential because I'm thinking about the brothers that especially is on disability. They may it's got to be maybe a certain way that they could benefit too. That we don't
Yeah.
talk about it. So that's what in this space we don't talk about the brothers sisters. I'm said when we talk about brothers, we talk about men on disability. We make fun at the people, but how they could benefit of the financial and other things too. We got to talk about that too.
Yeah. It goes right along in with the budget. You know, a
Mm.
lot of people just don't take their money and throw it in stocks, throwing their stuff without budget. You know, I ain't ashamed to say it. I got about 3 policies for life insurance, but I budget it out, and it's affordable. I'm gonna get like one or two more because my thing, like I said, I'm in the best interest of giving generational wealth to my kids. I got
Right.
universal life insurance. That's one of the top tier ones to have.
Right.
One of them I get a eight. I think it's like a 8% interest on there a month.
Okay.
Not every year, not
That's
every
good.
quarter,
Yes, it
every month.
is.
You could ask Lonzo, man. That's one of the top ones.
Yeah, man.
To
You need
qualify
to
for
get.
that,
Yeah,
man.
you need to get. You need to, next time we do here, we need to come over here, man. Like, we don't
Hey, I
mind.
mean,
I
I
don't mind.
I get Lonzo, man. All I gotta do is hit him up. He'll drop a line. I got his personal number, man. Man, him talk
Yeah,
because
man.
like I said, a lot of guys don't understand. Man, I'm I'm really so tempted to try to. He told me he had a deal with a guy that paid 3,500 a month for 10 years and get $10 million.
Mm.
Man, I'm so tempted to try to, drop a bag. I'm like, man, I'm ready to change careers now. Like, I'm in the process stage right now to where I want to move up, but I'm trying to benefit my kids now working with them
Mm-hmm.
because my career path, I'm basing everything on my kids. When I was a younger man, I ain't gonna say how much I made because I don't want guys to be all in my business. When you start talking about money,
Yeah, man.
you
Yo,
ain't
you
make
think
that up.
you think you all that, man? Well, that's why
Yeah,
you
you
talk
you
down on me.
reaching,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
yeah. So
exactly.
basically, I made a good substantial amount of money, when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
And as time went on, I quit a lot of that, to stay home with my kids. And now that they're getting back up, I'm about to go back out and start making heavy money. That doesn't take away the money I make now. I just
Right.
work twice as hard to trying to, keep myself grounded at home to where, I might do a little odds and ends every now and then to bring me a good enough money. But the main thing is, man, I hustle and I grind. A lot of guys don't have that mentality. Even though I'm a millennial,
Mm-hmm.
so
You
I knew
breaking
about
up.
the hustle and the grind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in a bad area.
No, you good. You good. You talk.
Okay. Yeah, but I knew about the hustle and the grind so long, man. That's what took me over the top when I started dealing with a lot of stuff, man. And so with that life insurance, that was like one of the biggest things that I started grasping to. Because when Alonzo first came into the space and he started talking, and the more he kept talking about certain things, I said, "Oh, this guy official." And
Yeah.
the more we kept
Mm-hmm.
talking, I was like, "Look, man, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get some policies with you." And a
Mm-hmm.
lot of guys hit him, yeah, and hey Lonzo, man, I'm gonna hit you up, man. I got your number. I'm gonna email you, man. Guys never do. Soon as I said that, and he hit me up and we went over because I told him how much money I make and what I do. He's like, cool, all right, this and that. Plug the numbers in, told me what I can do for myself. And then when it came back to it, he hit me before I even called him back. I had already changed up. I said, man, to be
Wow.
honest, I got a policy on my kids, but I got a rider policy. I want them to have their own policy.
Mm-hmm.
So I went back to him. I said, well, I got a good amount because my whole thing is I told him I tell people I want to have $1 million policy. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I want to
Right.
have at least $1 million to where not even only for my wife, but for my kids. Like I said, I'm trying to do generational. I'm trying to have it set to well, when my grandkids get up, they get a percentage. You know, Starting a trust is a big key. And having that, I don't have to worry about a will and probate. I mean, even though will structured to where people can get what they get, but I want to make it to where, there's no questioning them. My kids and everything. I was gonna do a number, but I'm
Uh-huh.
just putting everything on a percentage. The kids
Right.
get a percentage, the wife get a percentage.
Mm-hmm.
Even down to the grandkids when they born. Every time somebody born, they get added to it. Even all my possessions, they all gonna be in there as well. See, so when it come down to it, you gotta organize your life like that. That's why I told guys you gotta move accordingly. Some people not ready to have that talk. You can't force them in to have that talk. They gotta see where it's beneficial for them to have the talk. And once they have the talk, they'll understand, man. This is what I need for my future. Like I was talking to my cousin, and I found out, she had a baby. I was kind of struck that she had the baby by the guy and they wasn't together, and the guy was putting him on child support. I said, well, now I want to get something for the baby, and I'm thinking with Alonzo, I might even do a life insurance policy. If I go ahead and just pay it out, because he gave me a great one on my son's, $6,000 to put him out, 10,000
Mm.
in 10 years.
Wow.
6,000. I put the 6 up front, let the policy ride for 10 years. They get 10 back. They get 4 off of that, off of the 6 I put in.
That's good.
You know.
Before I get to you, Pastor, because I want you to get into the conversation. Let me read this. Why are part not getting life insurance this day and age, especially with kids? We have them, but only one a piece. Should we get more? We are 37, 36 or 37. Brother Sheep.
Oh, my bad. You said somebody had life insurance on their kid?
No, she asked a question. She said, why are, I guess, PPL, I don't know what that means, not getting life insurance this day and age, especially with kids? We had them, but only one a piece. Should we get more? We are 36 and 37.
Okay, this the thing. You 36, you 37, you still at a good age. I'm 38, and I just recently got a policy, about 2 years ago? That you got to know the older you get, the more you deal with your health. You start having issues. It's better to go ahead and grab a policy as fast as possible, man, because who know, every time you go to the doctor, it's all documented.
Yeah.
When you get that policy, the policy is based on your health. Now, sometimes you can get a high quote, and that's without a health exam. They're going to give you a high quote. You can go back and say, well, I'm in perfect health. I did this, I did that. My weight is this, my weight is that. I'm good. They have to drop the policy. Some insurance, they have it to where you have a health screening every month, and you got a premium policy. I'm talking about you're paying low as a teenager in college, you're paying probably like 35. And sometimes if you have those high end policies to where it
Mm-hmm.
benefits, you might pay 200-300 a month,
Mm-hmm.
but that policy guarantees you, like I said,
Mm-hmm.
at least $1 million after, depending on the way you structure your policy. And see, that's why it's always best to deal with, a broker versus an agent. An agent works with a company. See, that's what Alonzo's a broker, so he can shop around for better deals. The first guy I got my policy with, he was a broker. He went and shopped for that policy that I got, and I'm just gonna say the name. It's Lincoln. Lincoln, and that's one of the best insurance companies you can get, but your policy got to be structured right. And also the policy got to be structured with somebody who knows, because you can have people that structure a policy that just benefit them, or you can have a person that benefits you. Like Alonzo, what he did with me, he structured to benefit my kids because I've already brought him several other clients. He could structure a policy to say, man, I want you to pay this high rate, but you get this over time. Or I can say you pay this low rate and you get this where it matures over time. And with him giving my kids an index policy, the interest rate is monthly. The interest rate is it's just going up. Like, I mean, when it comes down to it, a lot of people don't assess that when dealing with these policies, because it's not some people get this whole custom one for all policy, but sometimes you just can't deal with that. You got to actually weigh your options and see the better policy that benefits you. And so dealing with somebody that's a broker, they can give you better options, because let's say if you go to one grocery store, that one grocery store is going to give you pretty much all the fruits and stuff that they normally carry for that general area. Going with a farmer's market, they're giving you a worldly taste of different fruits and vegetables. So they're giving you more options. And see, a lot of people got to understand when it comes down to it, your options are the best fit for you. And when you dealing with like those different policies, it's best to go ahead and get them. See what's the best policy for you. The older you get, term is better. You know, the younger you are, hold is better because not to get it misunderstood, hold is always the best way to go. But when you looking into it, you got to weigh your options because a whole life, older you get, it's going to be more expensive, but it's going to give you a better payout. And see, a lot of people don't understand that because you can become the bank. When you get a whole life policy, you put money in that policy and let it mature over time. You borrow money off the policy instead of going to the bank and asking for a loan. You loan money from yourself. It's just like a 401k. Give you better on your return, and depending on the way you structure the policy, you don't lose money. And see, that's the thing with that index that goes off the S&P 500. You don't lose money when the stock goes down. If you have a 401k, you lose money. And see, that's the biggest issue where a lot of people invested in their 401ks. When the market crashed, everybody lost big. I knew a guy, he lost 300 and almost $350,000 when the
Mm.
market crashed. Um, I think it was either in '98. I think it was '98 around that time when the housing market crashed and all that stuff. He lost like all that money. No. Was it then? Was it? Yeah, it was then. It was then. Yeah. He lost all that money when the market crashed. Like over 300 some thousand in his 401k. The guy was already close to a million. There had one guy, he had capped out over a million. They told him they had to close this account out. They had to just go on ahead and give him his money. Because this guy this guy was so rich. He put his whole check in his what's called because they give him a percentage and he'll max it out much as he could every check to the point where it grows so much they had to go ahead and cash him out because he's been with the company for years and he maxed out. They didn't even want to, hold him for that much money because you're liable for all that. So a lot of people, just it's not knowing, and that's the biggest thing. Like what's G.I. Joe said, not knowing is half the battle.
Yeah, that's true. That's brother Pastor, you want to get into it?
Now I'm just letting she kick it. I'm letting she kick it.
Yeah, because I mean, when it come down to it, you really gotta weigh your options. Because life insurance, man, it's a benefit. That's why I keep telling people. That's why I keep pushing it a lot because, like I said, over time, let's say something happened to me today, my kids automatically get whatever's in that policy. I done had the policy over 2 years because most policies you have to let it sit, as they call mature, whatever, for like a year or two, because they don't know what pre-existing illness that you have, but you never go to the doctor about. So now, if you do a health screening, it's going to give you more money, but then it's going to also let them know what's going on with you. So that's why a lot of people take the route. If they think something's wrong, they won't take the screening route. I did because of the policy was going to pay out more. And with this policy I had, the universal one, they automatically want a health screening because I think it is. I looked at my policy and they were explaining to me if I live to be 78, I have 3.4 million in there, and that's if the market constantly goes at this steady rate. If the market fails, I don't lose no money. But if the market goes up even more, I stand to gain more than that. And see, a lot of people don't. That's why I say, man, talking to Alonzo, man, we have these conversations. Like, I know one day we sat there and talked on the phone, probably for like 4 hours, just about life insurance, about different policies, about looking at my different options, about getting not only just life insurance, getting what is that the the disability. So say if I got hurt on a job, and everybody call it the Affleck plan, but it's another name for it. I forgot the name, but basically, if I get hurt on a job, I can get paid through this insurance. You know, for instance, he talked about it on his panel, so I know you won't mind. His brother-in-law actually got hurt, He got shot outside of his job, and when he got shot, he's the breadwinner of the family. So he can't work for probably almost 3 4 months because he got shot in his hip, shot in his leg. He got to recuperate. Like who's paying the bills since he's the breadwinner? He was the only one working. And when he got shot, and the first thing he thought about was his kid. He told Alonzo when he got out, he said, "Man, I should have took that plan, even though I didn't have all the money. I should at least attempted to start the policy. And who knows, this would have happened. I would have been good, you know." And he's like, that was the first thing he was thinking about, even with his life insurance. He was like, "Man, I know they're gonna try to charge me more for life insurance now because of this incident." But he was like, "Man, if I would have sit there and just did this before, like, man, what if I would have died? Like, I wouldn't have left my kids nothing. I wouldn't have left, my family nothing." So it's like we always have these what if moments when the stuff occurs. But we're not thinking because we living a life, having a fun. Everybody's coming up with this whole NOLO stuff. There's good and fun all the time, but it goes back to it ain't fun when the rapper got the gun. When you behind the barrel, that's when it really counts. And if you don't have your stuff in place, there's no benefit for nobody. We always think about the kids, but who's putting money aside for the kids? You know, Eh, the old saying is if you don't plan, you just plan to fail. If you don't plan for the future, man, you plan to fail. If you don't have things in play to where something happens to you, like what's going to happen to the kids? I even have stuff in the play for me. If my life insurance, say I can't pay it, I get hurt or something, I got family members that I talk to. I can just write up a contract, put them in my will, put them in my trust, and get them a percentage out of my life insurance to pay it for me. See, a lot of people, you don't have people in play like that. I already got two people in play. One's a friend and one's a family member. I got people in play that have this stuff. I already know. We talk about stuff like this on a regular. That's why I say it's all fun and games to come on the internet and have fun. But when it's serious talk, nobody wants to hear it. They want to run. You know, and that's the stuff that they should be listening to, because when it hits too close to home, you can't say, "Man, I should have listened to that dude when I was on the panel. That I should have asked more questions," because it's already the deed has been done. You know, ain't no once you get into a situation, it's hardly no coming back. You can kind of pull yourself up from the trenches when you're dealing with health. Sometimes you might get into an incident with the authorities. You can, work out of it. But if you're guilty, you're guilty. If the situation happens and it's not beneficial for you and it hurts you, that's just what it is. See, that's how I say the what if always comes about when you have something tragic happen. When you're having fun, kicking it, it's no problem. But when that what if comes, when you like, "Man, I'm in this situation, I have nobody to talk to, nobody to help me. Man, I shouldn't listen to that guy when that guy was talking about this. Man, I should have even looked into it." That's why I was telling people about Alonzo. Like the worst thing you could do is just talk to him, ask some questions, and he say you don't qualify. But everybody just about qualifies. It's only pre-existing conditions where they can kind of deem you, or they might charge you more money than you want to pay. But the point of it is, you plan now and get the stuff now, so when you get older and stuff happens, there's an issue. They have accidental insurance that is dirt cheap. I had an accidental insurance to where if I'm driving in my truck at work, something happened, it was like $10 a month. $10 a month. If I get into an accident on the road doing my job or whatever, $10 a month, my family get $50,000 off of $10 a month policy. Like easy stuff like that. No, you got the elderly insurance to where you get to an older age, you know, it's just like having a social, like getting your social security check. If something happens to you when you get an older age, you didn't have social security take that much out, you don't have a 401k, you're putting money into this policy. They give you a return when you get older, all your bills being taken care of because this what this policy was designed for. See, there's several policies without life insurance. I mean, even with Alonzo, he does insurance on your car, fire and casualty. Fire and casualty is one of the best insurance to have when you have car insurance because they do home, they do commercial, all this stuff type of insurance. You know, that's one of the good, great insurance to have. A fire and casualty company. When you're dealing with them, you're not dealing with just the average car. Like their policy is a whole lot better, and as long as you have them, the more benefits you get, the lower the rate goes, and the benefits are there. See, like I say, if you don't know, you just don't know. You know, it's some other stuff I've been learning. You know, in this space, talking with people. You know, even with Gold Professor, I always that's why I tend to deal with Gold Professor, talking about the 9 laws of self government. Him
Bro,
designing that for a benefit to help you.
I feel blessed right now. They're a bidding war. You know, I do that traveling work. So they're a bidding war for my contract right now. So a blessed be, hopefully, they'll bid high on me. You know, so they already bidding. So hopefully, 'cause, you know, right now it's a shortage. So it's a bidding war on getting people. So hopefully I can bid up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm bidding up. So I'm like, keep on bidding up. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to get it up. We got to get it up around here. Gotta get it
that's
up.
that's
That's
like
why I was so quiet. I was on the phone. I was on the phone. My bad.
yeah, that's
That's all
like
right. That's all
Rodney
right.
Coleman. That's what Rodney Coleman, man. He was in Alabama, moved out there, man. Like in Arkansas. That's and I don't like that discredit from a lot of guys that's in a professional field, man. That to me sucks. If you're not a professional in the field, you know, I can understand you have your input, but don't make your word be go over somebody else's because you have a feeling towards this whole situation that's going on with the jab and stuff. And I don't understand it with guys, man.
I
Like
don't. And
that's why I tell
she,
guys.
that's a hard conversation to get into with people because honestly, I haven't taken it personally, and I probably will have to. I I'm not opposed to it, but I'm also not going to tell anyone that they should either.
Exactly. Your
You
choice.
know, because I have to take it for myself because I know what I do. But I'm not gonna say the same everyday person has the same risk that I have, so I'm not gonna force that on them either. But it's just one of those things, man. You know, it's just one of those things. I think people forget. I don't understand why so many people have become. If people, so many people have become health professionals. Like so many people, like that's just why I like what you said about it's a thin line between listening to experts and like just following behind what they say. Because the thing about it, you hear people say all these different things and it goes nowhere. But then we actually think about it. Hey, experts deal with all kinds of people, like so they have a different vantage point. So that's just why I'm not going to force it on anyone because I've dealt with sick people that have had pneumonia and all kinds of issues that didn't have any vaccinations or the homeless and all kinds of stuff like that. So my vantage point is way different on whether because I've seen homeless people survive stuff that a vaccinated person fall out and die from. I've seen city dogs that have been vaccinated and taken care of all their life just die off, and then heartwormed and everything just die off. Then I seen country ass mugs live to be 20 years old that ain't took a shot, ran through the woods, swamps, and everything. So I don't think we should really have. I really don't believe in forcing any kind of medical procedure because it will be once we stick something in you. I don't see there's a reason it's something we should force on people at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a choice in the matter. See, I don't like I say I stay away from that stuff, but when it comes down to it, you have a choice. Like a lot of people saying do and don't, you do the research for yourself. You see what helps and benefits you. You know, that's my thing is don't be a yes man. That's why I say a lot of people come on the panels of yep, yep, yes, yes, and you're a doctor. You know, you're a surgeon. No, I'm just a guy that works in them on ships. You a doctor, you're a lawyer. No, I'm just a personal trainer. So don't give the advice. Just tell people this is what you do. You've done the research, and this what matters to you. Other than that, stop being a medical professional if you don't have the research. I don't like that when I hear people talk like, I mean, I understand you did the research online. Just let it be. Just give that just statement and let it be. Stop trying to act like you're a professional with it.
Yeah, that is true. You're getting great conversation from both brothers that talks about finances is very important, and I really appreciate this. And brother C, tell people more about your channel, please.
Hey, brother, I got to drop real quick, man. It was good talking with y'all. I got to slide.
Yeah, make it last one more quick, brother.
Oh, man, look, yo, shout out Underrated. She, Snowsuit Harp. I talk about healthcare. Sometimes we talk about money. Sometimes we talk about some lawful stuff to stay away from. Talk about all kinds of stuff. Hopefully, we can get into this land grab stuff and getting land.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to. I want to do that before I speak on that. So I don't want to get let that ass get in front of the horse's mouth and make a fool of myself. So I want to make sure I want to actually get that in progression before I actually speak on that. But I'm speaking on that for that to actually happen. And we're gonna be doing a whole lot more things. I had to take a little hiatus from the internet for a second, just so I can do some real life stuff. But we will be doing some more stuff on the internet. And good talking with y'all brothers. May y'all all stay up with spirit and health, brothers.
Thank you, appreciate you. Thank you so much, appreciate you. You go ahead, brother C.
Yeah, when it comes to my channel, like I said, it's based on, just in general about yourself and, generational wealth. That's like the biggest thing. Understanding, trying to get an understanding of, your health is your wealth and figuring things out for yourself. See, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people, like I said, it's lack of knowledge. We don't know these things. Some things
Yeah.
we're not taught. So if you're not taught how to be healthy, you just won't be healthy.
Right, you won't be out there at all. Yeah. So let me ask you a question, brother C. Do you follow sports lately?
You say what now?
Have you followed the Falcons lately?
Oh yeah, they had a loss. My up and down. I support my team, but man, I just think over the years, man, we put too much faith in our quarterback, man.
Yeah.
And then the front office, they pick horribly. So it's one thing led to another.
Yeah, I tell you, the Jets lost. They lost this past week, but I expected that. They lost a close game, but it seemed like what concerned me, they had key injuries and stuff. But it seemed like they plugged it up. The Giants, I don't know what they're gonna do. I really don't know. And so we'll go wait to find it. The Knicks is they let some people go so the rookies can play. But I think the Knicks will make to the playoffs, but I think it's going to be a lower seed. I don't think it's going to be 4 because the East did got stronger and seemed like the West, will take a dive with that. Brother Abdullah, if you want to come up, you can. You can come up. The link is in the link is in the chat if you want to come up and everything. So if you want to come up, you can. So
Yeah, hopefully my Hawks do something this year. We made it.
yeah,
Didn't make it far enough, but the ship was almost there.
yeah, y'all did good. Yeah, I think there's some people said that y'all might can get a higher seed than 4. Y'all look pretty good.
Yeah, we just need some more players. It's always been like that with the Falcons, Hawks, Braves. I mean, I can't recall how many times the Braves made it to the pennant. And it is what it is. I don't even like baseball that much. I used to watch it with my granny. But every now and then I look up the stats and see how they playing.
Yeah, Yankee. I don't know. I know the Mets. They got swept by the Cardinals, so I don't see them making to the play because they pitching was lousy. The Yankees. I don't know. The Yankees. It seemed like they was winning pretty good like 2 weeks ago, but it seemed like they. I don't know. I don't know. They still. I think they still fight for that last wild card spot and stuff like that. You know. Tom Malone, if you want to come up, you be more than welcome to come up for a few minutes and everything, if you want to. Yeah. So also let me see hockey. I feel the Islanders gonna make a move. They was in the playoffs. They was real close to being getting to the Stanley Cup Finals and stuff. So I think the Islanders gonna make that next step to get there and everything. The Rangers, I don't know. Okay, I got you. So I don't know. Yes, and then college basketball, I don't know. I haven't watched college basketball, especially in New York. So I got to check out Syracuse, St. John's, and also St. Francis. St. Francis is Division One. That they did pretty good last year. It was in the NCAA. They got bumped out, but I heard they supposed to have they're gonna make
Yeah, my
okay.
SEC, the Bulldogs, man. I think they said what team was supposed to be coming into the what was I don't forgot now. I know it was what, Texas or something
Supposed to come where?
to the SEC.
Oh, really? Yeah, I gotta look that up.
I
Okay.
forgot what team. I don't know. They said I know it's next year or something like that, but they supposed to be joining. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's just
I
piling them
got
numbers
yeah,
up.
yeah, but probably it's something about football too.
Yeah,
Probably something about football. Yes, probably something about football too. Yeah, because maybe the conference they was in and everything, they not doing no good. So if they come to ACC. That means it's got something to do with football. Yeah, I
yeah, they
could be
trying to
wrong.
stack. Yeah. I think they're trying to stack that conference in the football because Alabama keep winning. Like, who's gonna challenge them?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You know?
And so if they get, for the last, as for the last 15 years, Alabama always had the top three recruit in the nation.
Yeah,
Maybe a top three, top five. I know LSU
they got a
sometimes they
good.
up there, but yeah, huh?
Yeah, they got a good squad now. I give it to them, man.
Oh
No matter
yeah,
what,
oh
Nick,
yeah.
Nick, Nick Saban, he know how to stay on top.
I can tell you one thing too. There's people said this team is better than last year's team. They heard all. I'm sorry, all skill positions. They loaded.
Yeah,
They loaded. They said
hey
one
man,
of the best. Yeah, they loaded.
nah, go ahead.
I said they loaded. That's the people
Yeah,
telling me they loaded.
that's one thing, man. You go play for Alabama, you gonna get your shine on.
Yeah, you go to the NFL. You serious? You definitely go to the NFL. You play 3 4 years. You play. You will be like in the top 20 in the draft. I'm letting you right now. You go
Yeah,
you
yeah,
go you are. No doubt about that. Alabama. They remind me of Miami back in the days too. You remember Miami? Yo,
yeah,
we go to Miami. You go to and majority of them have played for the last 30 years. They in the Hall of Fame too.
yeah.
And they still got more people could possibly. Edwin James, he's from Miami, going to get in the Hall of Fame. Then you got Frank Gore. I think he got about 16,000 yards, something like that. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
I don't think gonna make first ballot Hall of Fame, but I think the
Clinton
stand
Porter,
is, huh?
Clinton Porter's. I think he
Clint
was
Porter's
from
got over
there.
10. Yeah, he's from there. He got over 10,000.
Warren
I think
Sapp.
yeah. One sack. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, so they got people in Miami. Yeah. Last 3 years, quite a few ones in Miami that could. But Clint Porter, I think Clint Porter's got more. I think he got more than 10,000 yards. Usually, you're a running back, you get more than 10,000 yards. They, you that's like a standard. You can go. you be getting to the Hall of Fame. Not first ballot, but second, third. I gotta find that Clinton Porter's in the Hall of Fame. I think he is in the Hall of Fame. I don't know. I gotta check it out though. But I know Frank Gore. I know you heard of Frank Gore. He got like 16,000. So there's no way they can't bypass him. I'm saying, like I said, I don't think he's gonna be first ballot, but I think he get a Hall of Fame in the near future. I believe that. He got the numbers for it and everything. So I don't think
a lot of Miami, man. That's if you want a running back, you go to Miami. The Syracuse Gators, all of them had them killers out there, man.
Yeah. Syracuse too, man. Syracuse. People don't understand throughout the years. Syracuse had developed, had got some good ones too, and everything. Yeah. I tell you, well, seem like nobody ain't come up, so I asked I do to come up, but it seems like he busy. So, brother Sheik, make your last remark, please, to stay. Stay till I finish.
All right, like I always say, man, get yourself together, man. Find out, what you need to know. I mean, knowledge is power. Thing is, we walking around with a laptop, dictionary, everything in our pocket. There's no way that people out here talking about some ain't nobody hiring, ain't nobody, work more hours. That's what I tell a lot of guys. If you enter bettering yourself, man, stop having these conversations about willing and dealing with other people and focus more on yourself, man. Focus more on yourself, get yourself together, make the money for yourself, and in return, everything else will fall in place.
And before Don went to leave, when we might last some more on close, and tell the people why tell the men why it's so important they support this support on this platform that we have. Tell them why for you.
Personally, I don't understand why guys don't want to talk with guys and work with each other. That kills me more than anything. Even with you and Mace, like I say, when you guys talk about sports, boxing and stuff like that, like it's like the origins are gone about men dealing in sports, working with their hands. I mean, I don't knock a guy for going to get his nails done and stuff like that. Taking care of yourself, but when it come down to it, man, you you gotta have some skin in the game, man. Like as a man, you don't know how to use a screwdriver. You don't know the difference between a flathead, a Phillip head. You don't know what a pliers is. I mean, even if anything, if you're not even into sports, no matter what, you still should know the team of your home state. If you reside in a state and don't even know the team, like the football team, basketball team, baseball team, those three, if anything, if you don't know them, I'm like, come on, man, like we up on a rock or something?
I understand.
I don't understand. That,
I don't understand that. But before I don't understand, brother Sheik, because when I do the boxing MMA, and I know at times you support it. You know how much views I get. Want me to tell you? Huh?
What's that?
The most, the last boxing thing I got was 92. Usually that's a boxing. Usually the boxing I used to get like 41, 42. Most is probably 60. I got 92. The MMA I get like 35, 36, 40 views. Yeah. And we talking about men MMA and also women MMA. But like you said, I don't get it either. I really don't get it either. I really don't get it either. But let me say this: anybody that want to support me financially, I do got a Cash App. Cash App, $ capital JT 53000. And also, I do have PayPal account. It's paypal.me / all in caps JT Black 53 if you want to support that. If y'all want to hit me up. Also, if you don't have that, please hit the like button. Share this out, hit the bell, so you can be one of the first ones when I come when I do a live stream or video. So my channel is the Underrated Doctor. So on behalf of this version of the Underrated Men's Breakfast Fellowship Live, I want to thank you, Brother She, Brother Mine, and Brother Pastor $40. I want to thank everybody, even the women that support this. I want to thank Sister Barbara, Sister Vivian, and Sister Alexis. I want to thank you so much. I appreciate that. And to tell the women to come back. You know what I mean? When we have the discussion too, you're more than welcome. Despite y'all cannot come on, but also I'm gonna have other topics in the near future. So your women, y'all want to join the panel, you'll be more than welcome. But also please keep on supporting the men's platform that I be having too. And also I want you to come check out the sports. And like I said, I got other stuff coming in the near future. I don't know when the next time I'm going to do it, but most likely if I'm going to do some family, I'm going to do a special live again. Going to send my last goodbyes to my late brother because the family will have a special remembrance of him on Zoom this Saturday. Come up at 1 o'clock. So if I don't do nothing like maybe then most likely it'd be the next time it'd be like Saturday, but I don't probably be Saturday night when I say my final goodbye. So if I don't do nothing before then most likely it'd be Saturday. When I pay personally when I say my last goodbyes to my late second oldest brother. So thanks again, brother C. I appreciate you. Oh yeah, let me say this: um, if you travel to your destination or home, make sure if you by yourself or you in a group, make sure you take extra safety precaution because the climate out there is real and it's crazy, and we don't want nothing happen to you. And also, the rest of the day, please stay blessed. Stay blessed. Peace to you and your family. This is the last of the Underrated Men's Breakfast Fellowship Live. Thanks again. I appreciate y'all. And again, peace to you and your family. This one is Ghost. Stay blessed.